Luke Bryan and Blake Shelton tired of Morgan Wallen's irresponsible and immature behavior. Exclusive. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Two of country music's biggest stars are distancing themselves from Morgan Wallen following his latest public misstep. During his recent concert in Toronto, Wallen struck MLB All-Star Joe Bautista's wife, Nisha Croyle, with a baseball bat that he tossed off the stage. Now, a source tells the National Enquirer that Luke Bryan and Blake Shelton are cutting Wallen off after years of questionable behavior. They tried to be there for Morgan, who has a track record for bad behavior, but Morgan isn't listening to them. What they say goes in one ear and out the other, says the source. They're tired of Morgan's irresponsible, immature ways. The Chasing You singer, 32, is no stranger to controversy. Wallen, who got his start after appearing on season 6 of The Voice, first made headlines in May 2020 after he was arrested for public intoxication and disorderly conduct during a night out in Nashville with friends. According to Today, the case was later dismissed. 5 months later, he was infamously cut as the musical act on Saturday Night Live after he was busted for breaking the show's COVID-19 protocols at a local bar, NBC News reported at the time. In early 2021, past videos surfaced of Wallen using the N-word, leading to a suspension from his music label. His music was also banned from many radio stations. The hometown singer took responsibility for his actions and any penalties he was facing. "I decided to go off the grid for a little while and get used to making good decisions," he said in the statement, which was posted to his Instagram account, per BBC. "Who knows if I'll be able to live down all the mistakes I've made, but I'm certainly going to try. I'm going to spend some time taking back control of living healthy and being proud of my actions." In April 2024, Wallen was arrested in Nashville for allegedly throwing a chair off a building. ABC News later reported that the Whiskey Glasses singer pleaded guilty to 2 misdemeanor counts of reckless endangerment, reducing his initial felony charges. He was ordered to spend 7 days in a DUI education center and be on probation for 2 years. According to the source, it's especially sad for longtime Voice judge Shelton, 49, because Wallen was his protégé. He will always have a soft spot for him and hopes Morgan turns it around. But Blake feels tough love is what Morgan needs, the source tells the Enquirer, noting that nothing else has worked. Bryan, 49, also took Morgan under his wing years ago and tried to advise him on how to stay out of trouble. But then this bat-flinging incident happened, and he's pretty disgusted, says the source. If Morgan ever wants to change, Luke and Blake will be there for him. Country music thrives on stories of resilience, heartache, and authenticity. But behind the scenes, tensions can run high when personalities clash or when behavior begins to overshadow talent. That appears to be the case now as insiders reveal that Luke Bryan and Blake Shelton are increasingly frustrated with fellow country star Morgan Wallen, describing his recent actions as irresponsible and immature. For fans, this behind-the-scenes tension underscores the growing rift between the genre's veterans and its younger, wilder faces, raising questions about how much chaos is too much in an industry built on stardom and storytelling. Morgan Wallen is undeniably one of country music's most commercially successful names of the past decade, with record-breaking streams and sold-out concerts. His voice, his songwriting, and his ability to connect with younger audiences have catapulted him into superstardom. Yet Wallen's career has been repeatedly dogged by controversy, from headline-making incidents offstage to public apologies that many believe fall short of genuine accountability. While some fans continue to defend him as a rebel with raw talent, others see his behavior as increasingly damaging to the reputation of country music. Enter Luke Bryan and Blake Shelton, 2 country megastars who have not only built careers on music, but also on professionalism, longevity, and leadership within the industry. Both artists know what it takes to survive decades in the spotlight, balancing fame with responsibility, and insiders say they are running out of patience with Morgan Wallen's antics. According to those close to the situation, Bryan and Shelton have privately voiced concerns that Wallen's behavior threatens to overshadow the integrity of the country music community and the collaborative spirit that keeps the genre alive. The tension reportedly stems from a pattern of behavior rather than one isolated incident. Wallen's reputation for late-night partying, canceled performances, and unpredictable outbursts has frustrated fellow artists who pride themselves on delivering consistency to their fans. Bryan, who has spent years as both a touring artist and a mentor on national television, is said to believe that Wallen is squandering an opportunity that many artists would give everything for. Shelton, who has navigated his own share of personal headlines over the years, but maintained steady professionalism, has allegedly described Wallen's actions as immature and a distraction from the music itself. While neither Bryan nor Shelton has publicly addressed Wallen by name, their concerns have reportedly been shared in private industry conversations. What makes their frustration notable is that both men are widely seen as approachable and supportive of younger talent. Bryan is known for his laid-back personality and nurturing presence on The Voice and American Idol, while Shelton has built his career not just on chart-topping hits, but also on mentoring artists and maintaining a strong fan connection. For two stars who rarely engage in public feuds to express exhaustion behind the scenes, the situation signals a deeper rift than casual disagreement. The issue also points to a generational clash within country music. Wallen represents a new wave of artists who embrace the rowdy, unfiltered image that appeals to younger crowds, often blurring the line between traditional country values and modern rebelliousness. His persona resonates with fans who see him as authentic and unapologetic, but for veterans like Bryan and Shelton, who have worked tirelessly to preserve both artistry and respectability, the recklessness can feel like a betrayal of the very foundation that allowed country music to flourish. Industry insiders note that tension like this is not new in country music. Previous decades saw clashes between traditionalists and rebels, with artists like Johnny Cash once facing criticism for behavior deemed too wild for the times. Yet the modern context is different, with social media amplifying every misstep and public perception influencing ticket sales, sponsorships, and award recognition. In that environment, Wallen's controversies are no longer just personal choices, but industry-wide headaches, and it is understandable that veteran artists would feel the ripple effects. For Shelton and Bryan, the frustration is not just about personal dislike, but about responsibility to fans. Both men have spoken often about the importance of showing up for the people who buy tickets, stream music, and keep the genre alive. They view the stage as a sacred space where artists owe their best to audiences who invest time and money to see them perform. To see Wallen risk his career and reputation with behavior that could jeopardize his ability to deliver on that promise reportedly leaves them shaking their heads. Fans are divided on the issue. On one hand, Wallen's popularity remains undeniable, with millions continuing to stream his songs and attend his shows. His supporters argue that his imperfections make him relatable and that his talent outweighs any controversy. On the other hand, critics argue that his actions repeatedly disrespect the opportunities he has been given and cast a shadow over the genre as a whole. The idea that two respected voices like Bryan and Shelton are now fed up with him adds legitimacy to the latter view. What remains unclear is whether this behind-the-scenes frustration will ever spill into the public eye. Country music prides itself on unity, and feuds are rare compared to other genres. Yet, if Wallen's behavior continues unchecked, it may force veterans to take a firmer public stance. Doing so would risk dividing fans, but could also set a precedent for accountability in a genre that often prefers to sweep conflicts under the rug. For now, the situation serves as a reminder that fame comes with responsibility, and talent alone cannot carry a career forever. Bryan and Shelton have shown what it means to balance artistry with professionalism, building legacies that transcend temporary controversy. Wallen, for all of his talent, faces a choice about what kind of legacy he wants to build. The patience of his peers appears to be wearing thin, and even in the often forgiving world of country music, repeated irresponsibility can only be tolerated for so long. The story of Luke Bryan and Blake Shelton's reported exhaustion with Morgan Wallen is not just about three individuals. It is about the future of country music, about the clash between tradition and rebellion, and about the line between authenticity and recklessness. Whether Wallen learns from this moment or continues on his current path will shape not only his career, but also the genre's reputation in an era where every move is magnified. In the meantime, Bryan and Shelton continue to lead by example, proving that success in country music is about more than hit songs and streaming records. It is about respect for the stage, for the fans, and for the craft. Their frustration with Wallen may be personal, but it also speaks to their larger belief in protecting the heart of country music. As the industry watches and waits, the question remains whether Wallen will rise to the occasion or remain a lightning rod for controversy. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to our American Idol YouTube channel for more updated news.